This is the future.
Today is June 28th, 2024. It is 3:36 a.m. So I'm trying to record some tweets for you guys before I leave, because if I leave them when I come back from vacation, most likely I will not want to do them, and I will try my best to edit them as soon as possible to put it out, because there's a lot of discussion regarding the award that Harry will be receiving, the Pat Tillman Award. Okay, we'll go over it really briefly, because I've spoken a lot on my other channels, especially PYTE, a little bit after the 2020 election and things that were going on politically. I sort of brought in Pat Tillman, not the award, the organization that his family and friend created after his passing, but him as a human being. I spoke about him because the things that I see, the American values that I've seen many Americans are just letting it go. And I usually use Pat Tillman as an example. The reason I use it, not only of what he did, he served, but he was one of the most well-known person that has given up his life for freedom. I use his photos to share and explain whatever it is that I was thinking about. Okay, so it is like a full circle for me to see Harry will be receiving the award from the organization Pat Tillman Foundation. So let's look at the numbers, and then we'll go on Twitter and start sharing some tweet with you. I have about 13 of them. Okay, so 1,663 subscribers, new subscribers, welcome. This channel is not monetized, so this is the numbers. Okay, it was monetized at one point, and then YouTube demonetized it because I don't know, I guess each time I start talking about it, I have to show you these. Okay, restriction, I have none. Okay, all of my videos are in good condition with this channel. Okay, and when I put something out, this is the short videos that I have. Whenever I put something out, I always make sure YouTube okay with them. Okay, so they were having 11,000 views, 14,000 views, 24,000 views. I round them up. This one was my biggest. What is it? 43,000 plus. Okay, YouTube decided to demonetize it. So I don't know. I really don't know what to say. Let's leave that alone. Let's focus on what's matter. I mean, the monetization matter because I'm spending time creating these videos. Yeah, I would love to be compensated, but thank God, when I was making, when I started these channels, I have 3 channels that dedicated to the Sussexes to talk about their work. This one focusing mostly on work that Harry and Meghan do. So yes, I spent time creating those videos, but when I started, focusing on sharing the positivity and things that they were doing, I knew deep down that's what I wanted to share with you. But whatever, so let's focus on this. Okay, former NFL safety Steve Gleason, South Carolina women's basketball head coach Dawn Staley, and Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex, will be honored during the ESPYs for their courage, perseverance, and service with 3 special accolades. Okay, so I have the link. The link will be in the description. I definitely will not be reading all of it. So this is the part where they mention Harry. I'm just gonna read this paragraph, and like I said, the link will be in the description. You guys could read it. Okay, maybe the first paragraph and that one. All right, during the 2024 ESPYs hosted by Serena Williams, ESPN will honor athletes and sport leaders for their courage, perseverance, and service with 3 special accolades. Steve Gleason will receive the Arthur Ashe Award for courage. Dawn Staley will receive the Jamie V Award for perseverance, and Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex, will receive the Pat Tillman Award for service. The 2024 ESPYs will air live on Thursday, July 11 at 8 p.m. on ABC. All right, so this is the part where they mention Harry. In honor of his tireless work and making a positive impact for the veteran community through the power of sport, Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, will receive the Pat Tillman Award for service, an award given to a person with a strong connection to sports who has served others in a way that echoed the legacy of the former NFL player and U.S. Army Ranger Pat Tillman. After serving for 10 years in the British Armed Forces, including 2 tours of duty in Afghanistan as a forward air controller and Apache helicopter pilot, Prince Harry founded the Invictus Games Foundation, continuing his service by creating an international platform to support wounded, injured, and sick servicemen and women, both active duty and veterans who are navigating both physical and invisible injuries. Since inception, the Games have transcended borders and impacted lives across every continent, bringing together, this is the part here, every continent. It's worldwide. It's global. Bringing together competitors from 23 nations with continued support and programming 365 days of the year. Now celebrating its 10th year, the Invictus Game has evolved into a globally celebrated and acclaimed organization that celebrates resilience, community, and healing through the power of sport. Past recipients of the Pat Tillman Award for service include Jake Wood, 2018, Kirsty Ennings, 2019, Kim Clavel, 2020, Marcus Rashford. Did he? I did not know that. This is another person I sometimes talk about on some of my videos. Let me see. Right? Is it that British soccer player, football, an international term, football player who, give money or pay for kids' school lunch in the UK? Let's see. Yep, I spoke about him. Wow, I didn't know he received it. Very interesting. That's news to me. I'll go back to the article. Yeah, Manchester United. Yeah, another Brit. Okay, so he's in the same category. Wow, I'm surprised. I didn't know he received it. This is another person I've mentioned in some of my videos. A little bit after the 2020 election, when I was paying attention to a lot of, I'm still paying attention, but to a lot of political issues that was going on in the UK. So Marcus Rashford, in 2021, he received it. Yeah, when, the government was giving, families hard time, and he would pay for their school lunches. And then at the 2020 Euro football match thing, he missed a shootout, and then the UK went crazy. Tear up his, there was a mural. I mean, whoever's in the UK could correct me on this, because I did show, based on things that I was saying. I was paying attention to things that really matters. So, one of the things that I came across is that after he missed the shootout, there was a mural in some neighborhood, okay? His picture, whatever. And then they went to sabotage it, destroy the mural. And the people, this is why I say sometimes, there are some good Brits. Some good Brits came out and said that, to show the other side of things and support for his work, things that he's done, despite he missed the shootout. That's not everything. So the community came together to support him and things like that, because the mural was destroyed, and they were like, nope, in other words, not on my watch. You're gonna show the world this is how we behave, this kind of thing. Okay, so I reported that on PYTE. All right, so Marcus Rashford, 2021, Gretchen Evans, 2022, and the Buffalo Bills training staff, 2023. Okay, so there's more. Oh, they mention him here. Let's see what they say here. It's our privilege to recognize 3 incredible individuals: Steve Gleason, Dawn Staley, And Prince Harry, said Kate Jackson, VP Production, ESPN, these honorees have used their platform to change the world and make it more inclusive for marginalized and suffering communities, demonstrating incredible resilience, positivity, and perseverance. And we're thrilled to celebrate them at the 2024 ESPYs. Okay, so there is more. Okay, there is more to read. So the link is in the description. Check it out. Okay, maybe I'll read that one about the Pat Tillman Foundation. I have other tweets that talk about it, but since it's here, let me share it. About the Pat Tillman Foundation. The Pat Tillman Foundation identifies remarkable veterans and military spouses as the next generation of leaders and helps them scale their impact as they enter their next chapter of service beyond self through academic scholarship, lifelong leadership development, and a global community of peers and supporters. For more information on the Pat Tillman Foundation and the impact of the Tillman Scholars, visit, there's their organization thing, pattillmanfoundation.org. Okay, so that's that. Let's go back to Twitter. This is that, and let me just read a few. There's a couple videos, like this one, for instance. I think I went over it in an old video. I did a review of it. I'm not gonna share it here again because it's almost 9 minutes. Okay, so there's here Prince Harry pretending that they don't know. I was reading some of the comments under it. It was kind of funny. Okay, a resounding yes, and he deserved the award. What he do? Okay, so let's see here. If you take 90 seconds to read what was written in the article about the award and why he is getting the award, that question could have stayed in your head. No, it's Prince freaking Harry, the founder of Invictus Games. Are you sleeping? People's Prince, the Duke of our hearts. I was thinking Tim Kennedy, Brian Stan, I don't know who they are. He played on the British World Soccer team. Nah, I don't know who these people are. So let's go to the next tweet. Okay, so pretty much this is the introduction of him receiving the award. So let's go to the next tweet. So there's that. Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex, will be honored with the Pat Tillman Award for service at this year's ESPYs, well-deserved honor for his creation of the Invictus Games, helping service members heal through the power of sport. Okay, so I believe this is the same article from Sussex.com. Oh, I didn't know they talk about it. Okay, so that will be in the description as well. So let me read that. And 2024, this is the difference between Archewell and Sussex.com. Archewell focused on their work, and this is a little bit somewhat personal, even though it's still somewhat associated with the work that Harry does. So yeah, but let me see here. The 2024 ESPYs, Prince Harry to receive the prestigious Pat Tillman Award for service, Steve Gleason to receive the Arthur Ashe Award for courage, and Dawn Staley to receive the Jimmy V Award for perseverance. During this year, I hope it's not repeating the same thing. Okay, it's our privilege to recognize Gleason. Okay, so it's almost the same thing that I read. You could pause and read it. The link will be in the description because I have a lot more to share with you. So go on their website to check it out. I think it's the same thing. Let me see. You know what? For the sake of it, during this year, ESPYs, ESPN will recognize exceptional individuals who amplify courage, perseverance, and service. Among the esteemed recipient is Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, who will be honored with the Pat Tillman Award for service. This accolade celebrates individuals in the sport world who have made significant contributions to others, echoing the legacy of former NFL player and U.S. Army Ranger Pat Tillman. After serving for 10 years in the British Armed Forces, including 2 tours of duty in Afghanistan as a forward air controller and Apache helicopter pilot, Prince Harry founded the Invictus Games Foundation, continuing his service by creating an international platform to support wounded, injured, and sick servicemen and women, both active duty and veterans. Yeah, it's the same thing. Okay, so either check the links, you could continue, finish reading it. Okay, so let's go back to this and see what some people are saying. Just read it. You can imagine how I'm happy for him. He totally deserves it for his work, not his title. He really is a living legend. Hat off, Major Harry Sussex. Thanks, Megan. Sussex Sparkle. Thought I will follow you on here. There's the thumbs up. That's an ad. Congratulations to Prince Harry. So let's go to the next one. Now, this is talking a little bit background of the Pat Tillman Award. I think this is it. And I have another tweet that sort of talk about it as well. Okay, Prince Harry will be honored with an ESPY Award next month for his work as the founder of the Invictus Game. Okay, so there's this here. Let's see if it's bigger. Yeah, it's somewhat. Okay, the Pat Tillman Award was established in 2014 to honor the former NFL player and U.S. Army Ranger who died in combat in 2004. Winners have a strong connection to service and sports. In honor of his tireless work and making a positive impact for the veteran community to the power of sport, Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, will receive the Pat Tillman Award for service, an award given to a person with a strong connection to sport who have served others in a way that echoed the legacy. Again, it seems like, yes, it's the same thing that I read. I thought this was different, so I didn't have to search for it. I thought they were giving the background of the Pat Tillman thing. It sort of did, but it's just the repetition of what ESPN have written. The very first article, not that one, this one. Okay, the paragraph that I highlighted. Okay, so that's that. Let's read some of the comments. Okay, thank you for this brief. Congratulations to Prince Harry. Okay, so this I shared already. It's on another video. So let's go to the next tweet. We're focusing on the award only. Okay, it's just amazing for me to see that I was mentioning it way before. Couple years ago, I've been mentioning about Pat Tillman, the service, the sacrifice that he did, and then to see Harry gonna receive it, I'm like, wow. I mean, Harry deserves it. We see his work, but it's just the connection of things. Anyway, next tweet. I'm not sure if people outside the US understand how big this is. It's a huge effing deal that Harry is receiving an award named for Pat Tillman. To be recognized for the Invictus Game on this kind of scale is so significant for Prince Harry and for the Invictus community. Okay, so that was a retweet of that. Exactly, it's a huge honor. So let's go into that. And I believe the next one, no, it's not. Okay, so this is Kaiser Celebrity. Prince Harry will receive the Pat Tillman Award for service at this year's ESPYs. All right, I don't even need to read any more articles about it. The very first one, ESPN and the Sussex.com, pretty much explain everything. So let's just focus on some of the discussion, what some people are saying. And I think I have another tweet that sort of give the background of the organization, okay, the Pat Tillman. This is huge. It also means Harry is profoundly accepted as one of our own as part of the American fabric. He'll never have to worry about being rejected out here. There's the heart here. I couldn't be more thrilled. Service is universal. Prince Harry, Pat Tillman Award. ESPN reveals special honorees for the 2024 ESPYs presented by Capital One, airing July 11 at 8 p.m. So there's that. That's an ad. Congratulations, Prince Harry. Absolutely brilliant that Harry and Invictus are being recognized again. All right, there's the heart. Congratulations. Go, Harry. Someone is raging right now. We have an idea. Okay, anger management issue and KPLOL. I'm telling you, the squad or something. Did this person mention it? Maybe it's that one. Tillman was killed. Okay, so this will be the next tweet. Let me read some more comment and then I'll go into that, and that will be my next tweet because I have it. That was the next one I have. Okay, see, I put a like here. Prince Harry on top. Nice job, Harry. Good for Harry. He truly earned this award for all he does for veterans. I'm sure Peg will have a fit and some made-up award will be gifted to him because he never earns anything. That's an ad. Okay, so let's go into that, and that's the next tweet because I believe this is a thread. Is it? There was one. Okay, so let's focus on that. Okay, that's the next tweet. Tillman was killed in a friendly fire in Afghanistan, and it was covered up by President George W. Bush. He was an Arizona State University alumni and fraternal brother. He was drafted and played for the then Arizona Cardinals. When 9/11 occurred, he gave up his football career to volunteer for the defense of our country. He is a hero. This is the thing I keep on saying. how American now are just giving up their freedom. You have so many people who did the ultimate sacrifice for their country, so these people could have the freedom to enjoy life, but they're giving it all away. Every time I come across certain tweet that's talking about, you know, some BS thing, and I will say, I will bring him as a perfect example. He really did not have to join. He volunteered. It's not a draft, okay, where he must, you know, show up and or else or whatever. You have this freaking orange man, people who give so much for the country, for the information that we have, our top secret. And for him, I'm talking about Trump, pretty much giving it away like this. These are the things that got me so upset, because Pat Tillman, he was making million. Let me look how much he was making being at the NFL. This is the thing here. He was making $512,000. Tillman's salary during the 2001 NFL season was $512,000. After the 2001 season, Tillman declined a contract extension worth $3.6 million. Okay? In order to enlist in the Army in June 2002. He was the only professional athlete to enlist after the September 11, 2001 attack. He was killed in Afghanistan on April 22, 2004. This is what he gave up. Millions. He did not have to. This is the thing. Many people, they think money is everything. Yes, he could have still have a life, probably wife, kids, you name it. Okay, the perfect family values you could think of. But he decided, he felt like our freedom was more important than the money. Unfortunately, he died. But he wanted to make sure people like me, and there's Harry, who's able to come here in the US to live the kind of freedom that he has now, unlike his country. Okay? So this is the thing many people need to understand. There's so many people who gave up their lives for the freedom that we have. And then we have some idiots who's spitting on our freedom. Okay, so that's that. Let's go back to Twitter. Okay. When 2011 occurred, he gave up his football career to volunteer for the defense of our country. He is a hero. It's an esteemed honor for the Duke to be presented this award bearing Tillman's name. Yep. Okay. I hope Pat's mom gave out the award, which will make even more special. Okay, there's the American flag. Alright, so that's that. Let's go to the next tweet. Okay, so that's the one I told you that was the next tweet, and I forgot I said it already and I went on it. Alright, next tweet. So this is Major League Football who's talking about it. I'm telling you, this is huge. Okay, news. Prince Harry will receive the Pat Tillman Award for service at the ESPYs. The award is presented to an individual with a strong connection to sports who has served others in a way reflecting the legacy of former NFL star and U.S. Army Ranger Pat Tillman. Okay, let's pause this. Service is universal. Prince Harry, congratulations. Well deserved. There's this here, 20 seconds. I didn't know it was there. So let's listen.
Well, what
I mean, honestly, he's the happiest I've probably ever seen him in the sort of 10 years that I've known him, just about. And one of the really nice things is when people come up to him, they're not coming up because it's, you know, titles or, you know, whatever. It's because people are really, they want to thank him for creating this, do you know? And it's the gratitude that they're sort of returning.
So the team is always strength. Thank you very much. And you, thank you for supporting. So come on, everybody.
Okay, so that's that. Okay, congratulations to Prince Harry. Thank you for your service. Invictus Games founder. Service is universal. So this is probably repeating the same thing. Okay, you could pause and read it. Okay, that's that. That's an ad. Let's pause this. Okay, it's good to see him being honored for the work he does. The lives he has been able to help through Invictus is a testament to his commitment. Okay, so there's that here for Netflix. Heart of Invictus follows a group of extraordinary competitors from around the globe, service members who have experienced life-changing injuries or illnesses on their road to the Invictus Game, premiere August 30th. Okay, so if there's a music, I'll just stop it because it's a promotional for the Invictus thing, and I don't want YouTube to come after me for copyright. Let's see.
It is here at the Invictus Games that you realize whatever you carry, it was the springboard that propelled you to the next level. The Games doesn't focus on what causes the injury, but really about the recovery and how to be part of a community again.
When I was a soldier, that meant the world to me. Once I was wounded, how do you define yourself then? What was that? I've been fighting a long time. Just drinking a lot, going out a lot. I have flashbacks.
I would like to be the father playing with his kids, playing football.
Аби відновити мені потрібен Invictus. Але війна не дає нам розслабитись. Будь-яка війна буде виграти. Є війни, майже бутерброди. Все круто.
90% of my team are currently serving 4 to 5. This is the future.
If your goal was to make your country proud, you've done it. Everyone's going to struggle at some point.
Are there demons saying, you're not going to do this?
If your goal was to make your family happy, you've achieved it.
My dad just scored there.
Maybe someone say something in me.
You are people of substance, of resilience, of strength. You have the heart of Invictus.
So it's on Netflix. Go watch it. It's very inspirational. And the other thing as well, for some people who may not know, and I think I have a video on this channel regarding that, how the Invictus started, is through a visit of the Warriors game in the United States. He was very inspired to see that people who have injured, because he's seen both sides, the war aspect and people who have injured, and you know, the recovery kind of thing, and to see how some people who have sustained so much, who have got injured so badly, and how sport have inspired them to become a little bit more than just being on the sideline, so to speak. Okay, to the Warriors game, he saw and he got inspired, and then it gave him the idea to create it, and then he went back home and then, you know, did what he had to do and to help create it. Okay, let me read some more, and then, oh my god, there's more. That was from the Dusseldorf Invictus. Okay, service is universal. Prince Harry, Pat Tillman, ESPN reveals special honoree. Okay, so there's that announcing about the award. Good for him. He does a lot of work for servicemen and women with his Invictus Games. Congratulations to Prince Harry, well deserved. Okay, so let's listen to that, and then after that, oh, now this is when he visited Nigeria. So I'll share both of them. There'll be screenshot. Okay, I'll share both of them with you since they are here.
None of us would be here if it wasn't for the vision of the patron of these games, the esteemed Duke of Sussex. Sir.
Wow. The respect that they're giving Harry. Who the brother wish he had.
Dear Duke, your impact on the soldiers and their communities cannot be overestimated. We owe you a great debt of gratitude.
I'm very grateful to the Duke of Sussex as someone who himself has been in combat for initiating and launching the Invictus Games 9 years ago. Thank you for that.
Standing ovation. Phew. It's very inspiring to see what they put him through. Okay, so there's another one here, another video. It's almost 2 minutes. Let's listen. I'm sorry, I cannot just let it play. Okay, I will have to show some screenshots.
For facilitating this visit to Torino. I'll keep this very short because time is short and I did not get to the hospital to meet as many troops as possible. I'm very sorry that I didn't bring my wife up to Torino. I can see that you wanted to see her. This trip was important for me to do by myself, and she has separate meetings to get hold of. Your words, I feel your words of encouragement and of support. Thank you. I thank you for everything that you do, your service to this community. The focus of this trip up here is obviously the wounded, injured and sick men and women who serve the Nigerian forces to keep people safe. And having founded the Invictus Games over 10 years ago, Nigeria was the first African nation to join last year in Germany with 10 fantastic human beings.
I don't know if I said that when I first shared that video with you, where Harry's talking here without any note. Everything's coming from the heart. Okay, so let's continue.
And as we had a conversation with the Chief of the Defence Staff a few hours earlier, he acknowledged the smiles on their faces and the fact that that opportunity, that moment, being part of the Invictus community, put a smile back on their face. So when you talk about lifting the spirits, that is what we are here to do, and we will build on that morale and show that anyone that is caught in the line of fire, that their life, despite injury, is not over, and that they and their families can continue on, and that sport will be a very useful way for rehabilitation. So, without wanting to take up more of your time, I thank you.
Okay, so that's that. The sound is very low. What is that? So that was probably during the service in the UK. Is there sound?
There are varieties of gifts, but the same spirit. And there are varieties of services, but the same Lord. And there are varieties of activities, but it is the same God who activates all of them in everyone. To each is given the manifestation of the Spirit for the common good. Now there are varieties.
Okay, it's playing over. So what is that? What is that? Oh my God, there's a lot of videos. I didn't expect all of this. So let me share them with you.
From pole to pole.
Okay, so that was during
I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of choice, my head is bloody, but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade, and yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid.
That's the matter.
It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul.
Okay, so that's that. I was saying something here. These people love handed awards to each other for giving paid speeches. Let me see what some people said here. Okay, so never mind. But there was something also I was seeing before I go to the next tweet. Jimmy Carter. Let's see. This is off script. I hope he didn't die. Let's see here. The two basic type of Christian people who love me. Okay, Jimmy Carter coming out. Okay, so never mind. What is that? He didn't pass. It's different thing they're talking about. There's one that was kind of funny I was reading. You know, Jimmy Carter only served one term. He could run again. There's one that says something about We had a president before that were in a wheelchair and not well on things. We have to be strong. We have to know what's right. Joe Biden is far better than Donald Trump. Even Jimmy Carter is. All right, so that's that. I thought he had passed because his wife passed not too long ago. I think earlier this year or last year. So I saw him trending. I thought he was gonna, I thought something happened. Okay, so let me get back to my list. This is the next tweet. These people are role models. The beginning of Invictus Game, Prince Harry. Okay, it's 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Again, there will be screenshots. Okay, you could go on, I guess, on YouTube to find the full video from GMA.
And then suddenly I find myself on a plane, and while I'm sitting there, I look through the curtain in the front, and there's 3 of our lads wrapped up in plastic, missing limbs. One of the guys clutching a little test tube of shrapnel that had been removed from his head. And he was in a coma, clutching this thing. And I suddenly thought to myself, people don't get to see this. I never, you know, one of those 10 weeks, I never saw the injury part. I only heard about it. That's how it all started for me. It's like, these people are role models, and they need to be celebrated more amongst society. Some of these guys should be dead. And never before have we had so many amputees survive from such unbelievably traumatic injuries. I'm now lucky enough to watch someone who should be dead run the 100 meters. You want the definition of inspiration? That's probably it.
The Invictus spirit is so strong. It's about selfless commitment. It's about heroic activity.
It's not just the physical injuries that concern Prince Harry. Recognizing the mental illnesses that plague veterans is crucial to the recovery process. The invisible injury. I know that's something that's very important to you that people are aware of.
It's a massive issue. The stigma surrounding it is a massive issue. I want to re-emphasize the point to people that it's not a ticking time bomb. Psychological illnesses can be fixed if sorted out early enough. We've got to keep the issue at the forefront of people's minds. And you know what, the simplest thing is just talking about it makes all the difference.
Prince Harry's personal investment in these competitors is obvious, as seen here with Mike Goody, a former aircraftman who served in the Royal Air Force. Injured when his patrol was hit by an IED, he lost his left leg and suffered post-traumatic stress, but came back to take 5 medals in swimming in the 2014 Games. What does it mean to have Prince Harry here encouraging you all every step of the way?
In all honesty, Prince Harry's been an absolute legend. Literally, he was everywhere. You know, we couldn't get rid of him if we tried. He was literally boosting everything, pumping everything, getting everyone going, really encouraging, drumming up support. And when someone's doing that, and as much as he was, it's really difficult not to get behind that. And I think that's why, you know, as the Invictus Games, the inaugural games came up.
Okay, that was something. He said absolutely legend. So he was the first one who recognized Harry was a legend. Let me rewind it slightly, probably somewhere around here.
He lost his left leg and suffered post-traumatic stress, but came back to take 5 medals in swimming in the 2014 Games. What does it mean to have Prince Harry here encouraging you all every step of the way?
In all honesty, Prince Harry's been an absolute legend.
There it is.
Literally, Prince Harry's been an absolute legend.
There it is.
Literally.
Absolutely legend. So he was the first one to recognize Harry was a legend.
In all honesty, Prince Harry's been an absolute legend.
There it is.
Literally.
Okay, so that's that. Let's go to the next tweet. There's no comment, but people retweeted them. Retweeted it. I have 3 more. Okay, so let's pause. There's no caption. There's no comment. So let's listen. It's a TikTok video, 1 minute and 17 seconds.
Another honor for Prince Harry? Yes, and like others, this is based on merit, not nepotism. Yes, that was shade. He is scheduled to receive the Pat Tillman Award at the 2024 ESPYs for his work in making a positive impact in the veteran community. The Pat Tillman Award of Service celebrates those who have made such contributions to others. That is in the spirit of Pat Tillman. Tillman was a safety for the Arizona Cardinals who enlisted in the military after 9/11, and he was later killed by friendly fire in 2004. Kate Jackson, the VP of Production for ESPN, said, quote, "It is our privilege to recognize 3 individuals, Steve Gleason, Dawn Staley, and Prince Harry. These honorees have used their platforms to change the world and make it more inclusive for marginalized and suffering communities, demonstrating incredible resilience, positivity, perseverance, and we're thrilled to celebrate them at the 2024 ESPYs." You can't tell me he is not making his mother proud. As of this announcement, Prince William doesn't have anything on the royal diary set for next week. But I think that will change and we will see him out and about within the next 48 hours, or some announcement coming in the next 48 hours.
The shed. I saw something like that earlier. They went to look at the schedule, the calendar. There was nothing scheduled for them for him to do. So then they said now that they heard Harry's gonna get the award, they're gonna make up something. Let's finish this until.
They are so predictable. So please share your thoughts and comments below.
Okay, so someone bought it here and there's no comment. Let's go to the next tweet. Okay, so this one, that's really good. That's a good one I saw. It's kind of desperate that they try and attach Will and Kate to any and every Harry project. You would think the almighty Welleses will have enough projects of their own not to have to cling to the spare's achievement. That's the thinking face. So she retweeted that little punk, there's the word here, Cameron Walker, is pushing hard that Invictus was created not just by Harry, but in collaboration with Willie and Kate, and Harry took it on. Okay, F you, Cameron. Okay, so let's see here. I responded to it. And before some title shagging mother, there's the word here, comes here and says it was Willie and Kate's money, that has been thoroughly debunked. Google is free. Okay, so there's me here about an hour ago. Thank God spare the biography, and Harry and Meghan docuseries came out before all of this. People know who created Invictus. As recently as last month, 10th anniversary, Harry was on stage in the UK with the people who helped him start Invictus. I didn't hear them say anything about Egg. William didn't even show up. Moral support at the ceremony. Okay, so there's that here. I argue with a troll, and with every tweet she has to mention how William took selfie with Taylor Swift. Oh yeah, Taylor Swift. Okay, William took selfie with Taylor Swift, and her Travis talked about it on podcast. That's the laugh here. And when I told her Harry will receive a SP for his work, she called the award irrelevant, but Travis was happy winning the irrelevant SP last year. Okay, so that's that here. That's him here. That's Taylor Swift boyfriend. Okay. More pictures. That's LeBron James. And that's what's that soccer player's name? Okay, so this is in Spanish. Is it? Yeah. LOL, that's me laughing here. Harry said it best. Will was more focused on winning this one-sided competition with Harry than he was trying to find his purpose in life. Willie won't ever be satisfied with what he's got. It's diabolical. Yeah, I don't think he will ever be happy. Even with whatever it is, wife, girlfriend, you name it, he will never be happy because his eyes will be wondered when he sees someone who's doing, let's say, Meghan is doing speech. All of a sudden, he wanted, what is it, that, you know, mumble to be as good as Meghan, and there was an issue there. Alright, so let me read some of, let me just finish read it. It's not that much. Okay, I mean, it's not, they don't have the entire monarchy and plenty of money available to pursue any cause they like, but Egg was raised to believe it was Harry's job to do the work and make him look good. So of course, that's what he's still trying to do years after Harry left. Why can't those two ever stand on their own 2 feet? They are hopeless. Okay, what happened to Heads Together? That's another thing, to Heads Together after Harry left. Has William discussed it since Harry left? I hope to God that the UK isn't choosing for IG27. All they're doing is making William and Kate look pitiful, like they can't do anything substantial on their own without trying to latch onto what Harry and Meghan are doing. That's not leadership. That's not what a future king and queen look like. Those two need to grow up and be their own person. I mean, they raise William to be like that, and you see the environment that we are in with the oh my God, when I start seeing those videos it take me off guard completely. But the thing is that when what was I gonna say, oh man, I lose chain of thought. Never mind, I forgot what I was gonna say. So this is new to me here. Let's see what this is here. from the Royal Foundation itself, the Endeavour Fund was started by Harry and transferred to him when he left the Royal Foundation. It was separated fund held within the foundation, but was exclusively Harry's initiative. These people still haven't. I mean, for those who wants to read it, I'll pause, and you could pause and read it. But pretty much everything that's over there, it's Harry's idea. They just attach the Left Behinder's name next to it. Okay, when you see Harry describing about the Royal Foundation and the, how do you call this, the steps into what it is and how it helps people, you know that was his idea. Someone who then, who then have that idea would not be able to explain it in full detail like he did when he was in the Obama Foundation, when Meredith Hobson was interviewing him. Okay, so you know it was his idea. Even though Meredith had asked him twice, who started it? Whose idea was it? Either he ignored the question or he said he doesn't remember. But the other one, I think I came across a video where he tried to take credit for it. But
so in some ways, the past, and that's the protocol may have been lending your name and using your name to create a halo around the organization that would benefit it. And it sounds like the younger royals are more about more than just name association, more direct action and involvement. So do you feel you're more hands-on? Is that fair to say?
I think in today's world you have to be. I think you have to be much more hands-on, and also.
Why? I mean, why do you have to be? You could have done it the same way. You could have had 200 charities and been a patron of them. I mean, no one would have thought any different.
No, but if you end up working individually for, let's say, 200 charities, in today's world, I think that kind of dilutes the impact that you can have. What our foundation is all about and what our platform is all about is encouraging people to come together, to work together, so that there's less competition within that sector, whether it's financially or otherwise, and saying, right, guys, you're doing the same thing. Please, let's get around a table, talk to each other, work it out, and come up with a long-term strategy.
But doesn't this seem obvious? Like, why haven't other people done it then? So you've created, with your brother and sister-in-law, the Royal Foundation. Okay, you've started a charity. My first question would be, do we need another charity? So, what was your thinking in coming together? Whose idea was this?
So that's my motto is exactly that. Why another charity? Our foundation is not another charity. We're not trying to take up any more space. I think we all agree that the charity sector is quite full at the moment. But as I said, what we're trying to do is use our platform to be able to bring people together to affect change.
So why haven't other people done this?
Because I genuinely believe that we as a foundation will never be able to compete with some of the other big foundations financially. As weird as that may sound, but that's fact. What we do have is a unique ability to be able to put our name and everything that comes with to a really good purpose, to a really good cause. And as I said, there are many organizations out there that have never come together and that would never sit around a table and discuss the topic of which they're all involved with, but we've proven that. We've made that possible.
So in some ways you're leveraging your name, it seems to me. Does this create something very, very unique to you and your brother and sister-in-law, in that you can get these people to come together and talk to each other? Because working together is hard.
Yeah, well, it's hard working together as a family. It's hard working together, and it's hard working together when you are scrapping for the same money within the same sector, as a lot of people know. But through some of the initiatives that we've created, Invictus Games, as an example, that brought together 10, 12 different service charities to be able to share expertise, share knowledge, share experience, specifically around mental health, so that they were all standardization across the board to make sure that whatever the best practice was, everybody was sharing that. And therefore, if there's a wounded soldier that's left the forces, that's been lost in amongst the chaos of everything else, if they stick their head above the parapet and they go to Help for Heroes, one of the charities in the UK, if that's not for them, like you go to your supermarket, everybody chooses the supermarket that they want to go to. It's the same with the charity sector. And if you've got 101 choices to choose from, every single person is uniquely wired, and therefore their cure or their fix will be specific to them. But what we're able to do is bring everybody together once again around a table and say, right, you're now part of a group, you're part of something, and therefore anybody that comes in gets the opportunity or the option of 12 of you rather than one of you.
Whose idea was this? I mean, who was it? You or Prince William or
The Royal Foundation?
Yeah.
Can't even remember. But
I mean, was it just obviously a good idea, or?
I think it comes with the territory, doesn't it?
Okay, so that just a reminder for haters out there. All right, so let's go to the next tweet. The one that I just showed you was extra. I just saw it, so I thought I share it with you. Next one. Oops. I'm almost done. I have one more. So what is this here? Squaddies, have you seen this? On this week's episode of The Frequency of Courage, Afam Onyema, co-founder of this, spoke about the recent mental health summit that Jenko, there's that here, partnered with Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, and Nigeria podcast episode lengths. Okay, there's no comment here. Let's go into it. Let's pause again. Is there more? Apple Podcasts. There's... Okay. So let's listen and then I'll read the comments. 36 seconds.
They're so engaged, they're so genuine, they're so passionate, and they both spoke so passionately about mental health, and were, you know, their own personal struggles, and connecting with these kids and saying, hey, I'm challenged with it, you're challenged with it, we're all challenged with it. Let's not make it taboo. Let's talk about it. You know, be open. It's okay to not be okay. And so I honor their courage. I honor them for seeing us and seeing Nigerians when they easily could focus on more kind of well-known or different categories, like to be able to care about these kids who are so often neglected and ignored. They're so engaged.
Okay, it's playing again. Okay, Apple Podcasts. Let's see here. Let me click on it so I could get the link. You guys could check it out. Okay, I'm not gonna play. Let me go listen to the podcast, Love Harry and Meghan. Wherever they show up 100%. You can feel the warmth, the authenticity. I launched this in early May, a passion project finally coming to life. If you enjoy, please keep sharing. Would love to impact one heart at a time. Okay. I shall listen. Thank you, Nigeria. Harry and Meghan. Naja was so beautiful. Spotify, there's that. We'll give it a listen now. Always looking for a new podcast on my drive home from work. Okay, so let me go to my last tweet. Was that the tweet? Let's go back. Yeah, so there was no comment on that. This is my last tweet. Come on, has do it, America. Imagine if Prince Harry announced that the next Invictus Game will be held in the USA while he's on the ESPYS stage. I mean, the squad be throwing some. Desmi responded, wow, 13 hours ago. Girl, the epic shade. I would love that, honestly. Manifesting. Stop it right now. Lord, let me activate my avatar powers that this happens. Okay, so that's that. There's a lot of other tweets talking about it. Let me go home and my homepage, see if more people show more stuff. Oh my God, when? Okay, move from grief to growth. Let's pause that. Okay, a prince turning his cry into purpose to heal others. Okay. Oh, this one is slightly longer. I'll record it later. Let's see. Is that a music? Yeah, it's a music, so never mind. Okay, good King Harry. I'm going to be king. I'm telling you, the shade the squad be throwing. There's another tweet here. Oh God. Okay. What's that? Congratulations to good King Harry. Well deserved, King. You deserve this and more. Also, at the ESPYs, Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, will receive the Pat Tillman Award for service, an award given to a person with a strong connection to sport who has served others in a way that echoed the legacy of former NFL player and U.S. Army Ranger Pat Tillman. Okay, so there's a lot of people tweeting about it. Okay, so let's pause. There's other things going on. Let's talk black job. There's this. Okay, so there's more. Okay, so there's that. This will be my last one. Serena Williams is hosting the ESPYs July 11, 2024. Prince Harry will be greeted warmly by his friend when he goes to collect the Pat Tillman Award. Hopefully, we will see also Duchess Meghan. Okay, so that's that. So let's do a prayer. Prayer for thanks. Let's do that. And let's just say prayer for thanks. Here are some examples of prayer for thanks. A simple prayer. Okay. Thank you, Lord, for the blessings you have bestowed on my life. You have provided me with more than I could ever imagine. You have surrounded me with people who always look out for me. You have given me family and friends who bless me every day with kind words and action. That's for sure. I was gonna say I read this so many times, but I think it fits perfectly with the tweets that I just shared with you. So I'm gonna keep it, and that's it. Okay, so please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. Don't forget to check my other channels, Your Team Sussex, PYTE. And if you also want to support all of my channel, you could check my merch Zazzle, which I just created. I have about 3 items right now, 2 puzzles, a pillow that comes with other accessories, I think keychain and some other things, and I'll add more to it. And also don't forget to check my spread shop. I have a lot of designs for t-shirt, caps, mugs, and water bottles and things like that. So check it out and see if you like some of the design, and that's other ways you could help support all of my channels. And when you look at PYTE and Your Team Sussex, there's no membership because I'm not seeing the numbers with YouTube, so I don't create membership. So if you feel like you want to support me, these are different ways. You could just donate, PayPal or Cash App, or shop or get some of my merch. Okay, so
Evolution. This is the future. This is the future. Evolution. This is the future. Evolution.
You realize once you have access or a voice that people are willing to listen to, with that comes a lot of responsibility.
We're a fantastic team. We know we are, and we hope to, over time, try and have as much impact for all the things that we care about as much as possible.
today is April 6, 2023. It is 2:44 p.m. So I have a little bit of time, and I thought, let me get this initial video out. Whenever I have time, I'll record. So this is the first video for this channel. Well, I should say second video, because I did like an introduction in terms of what this channel will be focusing on, more in terms of background of Harry and Meghan kind of thing, and things that they have said in the past. So I decided to create this channel to focus mostly on their charitable work. I don't know which direction I'm gonna go with it, but it will be definitely focused on their charitable work. So I thought, since I have the time, let me go over their website to give a basic idea of where they're coming from. And I was looking at their website before I started recording. One of the things I was thinking of doing was to highlight each of these organizations they have helped or they're part of. Then I said, you know, let me just read, go over their webpage, and then go over the impact report. And then maybe another video, I'll do a review of the organization